Hello and welcome to today's video. This is number 6 of my celebration of 10 years living in Mozambique, and some very interesting things that I've learned from being here, which I like to share with you and hope that they can make you interested in coming here and experimenting them for yourself, because they are very different and enjoyable. So now I want to talk about weddings. Usually in Africa, our wedding is a 3-day affair. Friday is like lobola at the woman's house. Saturday is the celebration, church celebration, civil celebration, the whole white wedding as we call it. And then Sunday it's church and celebration at the woman's house. So what I learned about Mozambican weddings, which really took me by surprise, was that they have the lobola on Friday, like we do. And then on Saturday, they like firstly to start with the civil celebration. So they usually go to where they sign and it's civilly sealed. And then from there, they go to church and then it's blessed at church. And then here is a thing, but you don't usually experience this unless you're closer to the couple, because when they leave the church, everybody goes to where they're going to take pictures, because here it's a tropical. The beach is one of the areas. There are very beautiful parks here where you can go. But what you don't know is, before going to take pictures, there is a detour that happens. It can be before or after, meaning before she goes, the couple go to a reception area, which could be at either the woman's house or the actual venue that they booked. There is a detour to a woman's house. And what this means is that she's going there as somebody who was born, maybe raised there, now to say, okay, this is goodbye. I'm officially leaving. And it's very nice, it's very sweet, but it is bittersweet, because there's a lot of crying. There's parents, maybe, or family members that have raised a child, and now they have to see her with her husband now saying, I'm no longer living here. I'm no longer gonna be here. And when I do come, it's like a visit. So it's a bit of a bittersweet. But I found it very interesting when I came, because I was like, we're in the middle of celebration. Why must we go to the house? And sometimes it includes food, because before they go to the reception, when they go to the house, you can find that at the woman's house, they prepared food, they prepared gifts. So it can be a bit of a longer ceremony where they have the food, they eat, and then they exchange gifts. And then the bittersweet moment where she will be crying now, knowing that this is no longer my home, in a way, because now I'm going to start a new home. So this is no longer my home. So I found it very, very, very interesting. And then on Sunday, this is another interesting part, because for the evening, they can go to a hotel or wherever they plan, the guest house, to sleep overnight. But here's the interesting part. On Sunday, when they come in the morning, they can go to the church for the men and get the blessing there and a welcome for her there, because now it's a new church if they were in different churches. But when they go to the men's house, which it will include her family coming with all the gifts they received from her, accompanying her with her clothes now to the men's house. So the celebration at the men's house starts in a very interesting way, which is also what I wanted to share with you. That is that when she gets there, they are cooking, the people obviously, for the event. But the woman in her white dress or whatever she's dressed in, she has to pass straight and go to where they are cooking and be given a plate, and a plate is dished, and she has to take the plate and go to her mother-in-law and feed her, and feed the father-in-law, and feed whoever of the family. Maybe it can be a grandmother or an auntie that is closest. This is her way of maybe saying, I'm gonna take over the pots from here, or I'm the new cook of the house. I don't really understand it, but it's very interesting, because it's like there's this celebration, and then suddenly there she goes, and she has to dish and go serve them first, and then in that way she's welcomed. Now the celebration can continue at the men's house. So these are the things I found very interesting about Mozambicans wedding. One more thing is I didn't grow up with the understanding of godparents, but with Mozambican weddings, they are very important. Like before, once the couple decides they want to get married, the next thing is who's gonna be our godparents. That's the next big thing, because the couple they choose to be their godparents are the ones that firstly going to be signing the civil agreement of wedding with them, and secondly they're the ones that are going to be representing them to the families as they go visit this family, visit that family, you know. So godparents are very important. They also help with the buying a cake for the couple for the wedding. It's their part apparently, and also the hotel where the couple goes to the on the Saturday after the actual wedding. So godparents are very important in that sense. So no wedding can happen without them. So I also found that very, very interesting. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you'll come to Mozambique, maybe participate in a wedding, or actually marry a Mozambican and have the full experience. I didn't get that. I got married in South Africa to my Mozambican, so I didn't experience that, but I did experience it being at other people's wedding, and I find it very interesting. Anyway, till the next video as I share on my explorations of Mozambique. Bye.